Hello and welcome to today's edition of Bloom on my platform, on my channel, of course, the YouTube channel. Well, as you know, I am your girl, Olujoke, and the program is Bloom. Well, on this edition or this episode of Bloom, we will be looking at fully kitted. When I say fully kitted, meaning are you well dressed? Or are you ready for what life poses at you? Are you fully kitted? Fully kitted. I remember then during my NYSC, and of course, the family house were always asked to be fully kitted because we don't want to have the danger of you tying your wrapper, and as soon as you stepped out of the room, the next thing is the towel loses, the wrapper loses, or your breast sagging, everything. So that's what we call fully kitted. But in the face of life, are you fully kitted? Are you ready for what life poses is bringing to your table? Are you ready to look life in the face and say, see, I am ready for you? Enough of the cry, enough of the worry, enough of all the days that you get to, days that you can't handle the pain. Most of us are going through things that we don't want people to know. Sometimes we go to the corner of our room, we shut the door, and there we are, weeping our eyes out. Why? Because we are scared of what life brings. And the painful part of it is we can't run away from it. So are you fully kitted? Are you ready to look into the face of life and say, I am ready for you? Well, I was also there, or I've been there, and I'm still there, because sometimes your faith as a child of God fails you. Sometimes you go into doubt. We run into doubt, especially when we have been praying for a particular thing and it's not just forthcoming. We pray, and you get to church on Sunday and pastor say to you, you have to pray. You can't over pray. You can't stop praying. You have to keep praying. But believe you me, even when you pray, you still feel nothing is happening. You fast, you pray, you go to the mountain, do everything you want to do. This, as children of God, let alone those who don't even know God. Yet, we all have our own share of challenges. We have our share of pain. We have to drink from the cup of life. Even Jesus drank from it, to the extent that he had to tell God while he was praying and say, Father, if it is your will, let this cup pass over me. Because the cup at that point in time was bitter, was sour, was there was nothing sweet about it. You knowing that you're facing death at the breach, like you're at the brink of death. You're carrying the weight of everyone. I know there's someone out there. I know there is somebody listening to me right now. Maybe in your family, there is a weight. You seem to be the one bearing the burden of your family, and you're looking unto God and saying, God, when will this cup pass over me? I want to tell you something, that life isn't a bed of roses. These challenges are meant to make us stronger. You know how a flower blossoms? That is how it's going to be at the end of it all. Only if you're fully kitted, fully ready. You're wearing your breastplate of righteousness. You're wearing the armor, the shield, just like you're going to war, and you go bare chested. You go you don't even have anything. You don't have a gun. You don't have an arrow. If David went to the field without the catapult. Let's use the catapult and the stone. If you then go there with it, how do you expect him to just punish one shot to just do that? And then Goliath fell down flat before David. We are all Davids. The Goliath is life. I know I said it in my previous video. It is life. It is the dreams and aspirations that we all desire, that we all want to get. So if you're not really ready for it, how do you intend? How do you intend to win the battle of life? Life is a battlefield. We all are in battle, from one battle to the other. The battle of birth, the battle of being weaned by our mothers, the battle of walking, the battle of going to school, from the nursery to primary to secondary and even to college, high school, university, whatever we want to call it. And it doesn't end there. We also want to achieve this greatest height of educational pursuit, which is PhD. And perhaps there is something after PhD. We really don't want to get there. So are you fully ready? Are you fully kitted? Are you well dressed for it? That is my question to you. Are you fully kitted? Like I said, the truth about life is, when you cannot get what you're not prepared for, if you are prepared to face life squarely, then life will be at your beck and call. Believe you me, there is so much to be achieved in life. There is so much to be done in life. In fact, life itself wants us to excel. But it depends on our capability. It depends on our determination. Virtually everyone wants to go to America. Everyone wants to be there. But do you know how it is over there? Do you know what it means to struggle through it and still make sure that you excel? Life is not a bed of roses. You don't go on the street and think you're going to get money on the street. No, you have to work for every dime, every penny, every dollar. Even the naira, you have to work for it. Or whatever kind of money that is in the world, you have to work for it. So if you want to look good, you work hard. You prepare for it. Opportunities come with preparation. Perhaps there is an opportunity that is knocking at your door, but you're not prepared for it. Just like breeze, it blows, or let me say wind. Let me correct myself. Just like the wind, off it goes, and there you are, back to zero level. What you're not prepared for, you can't get. You can't get. So the question is, are you fully kitted? Are you well dressed? Do you have your shoulder pad high? Do you have your shield, your sword? Do you have the back? You're only looking forward. You're not looking backward because you want to keep moving forward. But are you protected at the back? That's where having to have a lot of, when you say, I say plan B. If this does not work, if I do it this way, maybe it will work. But we don't have to put all our eggs in one basket. We have to be fully kitted, fully ready, because life is much more than what we see. Well, I'm really all out to say that you need to be ready. You need to be ready to be fully well dressed, fully kitted, and ready to face the challenges that life throws at your table. You need to be available to take the bull by the horn and say, this life, I must make something out of it. The reason why God created us is actually to prosper. God has created us to excel. God has created us to do those things which will actually make us Because when he created the Garden of Eden, if you could remember, when he created the Garden of Eden, everything was there. It was beautiful. They don't need to toil too much before they can eat. Just walk around the garden and there is orange, mango, different kind of fruits, balanced diet. Their health was good. There was no day we heard that while Adam was in the garden or Eve, they fell sick, and then there was no doctor. But they had everything that God has prepared for them up until they missed it. And life itself, this earth that we are in, is actually the Garden of Eden. It is the Garden of Eden, because in the Garden of Eden we have everything at our beck and call. But you know why it's difficult for us to get there? That's why they say the rich gets richer, the poor become poorer. That's because we are not bold enough, we are not strong enough, we are not ready enough to actually tap into that which God has created for us. So my message to you today is, be fully kitted. And perhaps you're not. Go back to the drawing board. Look into your life. Look inwards. What are those things that you do that makes you feel good? What are those things that is a dream in you that is brewing every day? That when you don't do it, you tend to cry. That makes you cry. That makes you smile. You have a dream and you see someone achieving his or her dream, and then you are weeping your eyes out, saying, God, when will you answer me? Believe you me, God has answered you. Yes, he has. But you're not fully kitted for it. You're not ready for it. You need to be ready. You need to dress well. You need to put on the breastplate of righteousness. The breastplate of glory. Live in the beauty of which God has created you. Find something that makes you happy. We keep saying, oh, I want to be, I remember a childhood dream, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. Fine. But you have to work at it. You see someone at 25, the person is already counting millions. While you are at 35 or 40, you can't even boast of 100K in your account. What has it done differently? What are you supposed to do differently? What are those things you're doing before now that has not been working and you're still doing it? In this, let's say in America, for example, there are lots of people homeless. Why? Well, some, they were okay at a point, but something happened along the line and things changed. Let's not blame them. But there are some people that they are just too lazy to do anything. They can't even think. They can't even do anything by themselves. And the best way to ease their frustration is by smoking, by drinking, by doing all sorts of things. And then gradually they become a burden to the society instead of being a value, but they become a burden. So what value are you intending to add to your society? What value are you intending to add to your community? What exactly has God called you for that you are yet to achieve? What exactly is that thing that is burning in your heart? That burning desire that doesn't make you sleep, that makes you cry. I have cried severally when I think about my dreams, when I think about my desires, when I feel I'm not doing anything about it. When you have so much and you're just crying, that's it. If something can make you cry, then focus on it. Ask questions. Talk to people. Look for mentor. Do something about it. Get yourself ready. That is where fully kitted comes from. So that when you start reaping and recounting your blessing, you were prepared for it. Don't always, the challenges that people have is that, okay, um, I want to get there now, but Rome wasn't built in a day. If you walked the day you were born, believe you me, then there is no reason for existence. But the reason why you did not walk shows that there is process. Life is process, and we need to, and it is called the principle of life. There is it has been programmed like that. There is a stage. If you don't overcome this stage, you can't move to the next level. If you don't pass a class, how do you expect to be promoted? You can't be promoted to the next class. Then instead of, let alone graduate, it's not possible. That's why you see some people come out with a third class, some come out with a second class, while some come out with a first class. Life has been graded. So where do you want to belong to? But still, don't get it mixed up, man. Don't get it twisted, or don't mistake me. Don't misquote me. I beg to correct myself in this instance. Because some people graduated with a third class doesn't mean that they cannot excel in life. And because you've seen people who were nobody become somebody doesn't mean that there is no process in life. It's either they went through the shortcut, and it's either they found grace before God. And it's either when the grace was made available, the grace is available. It's just for us to tap into it. You put the principles in place: hard work, determination, commitment, continuity, persistence. All of this put together will surely take us to where we want to be, our destination of choice. And with the grace of God Almighty, we will definitely get there. I hope you will, if in case you've not been fully kitted. If in case you still lose. If in case you're still tying wrapper, especially for women, or for the men, you're still wearing boxers. Every other place is empty. Don't allow life shock you, because it will come like a thief in the night when you're not ready, and may you not miss out of it. So opportunity comes with preparation. So get prepared, be fully kitted, so that when it comes from the right, you're ready. When it comes from the left, you're ready. Even from behind, you are ready. And right in front of you, you are ready. So thank you so much. Once again, I remain Olujoke. Thanks for joining me on this edition again of Bloom. Until next time, be good and think about it. You will achieve whatever you desire. You will achieve whatever you see, because the future you see is the future you have. With God on your side, all things are possible. So don't always forget the God aspect. He needs you more. It's there for you. All you need to do is call on Him, and He will help you. But first, be fully kitted. Thank you.